Did you know that advertising is the second oldest profession? Beaten only by prostitution.
What? What do prostitutes have to do with anything?
Hey, even they had to advertise for clients. Advertising has changed a lot since the first print ad in 1472. Now it's all about brand awareness, rather than just getting someone to buy your product or service.
So what exactly is advertising?
By definition, advertising is a type of communication used to persuade an audience to take an action.
Wouldn't that mean getting people to buy?
Well, kind of, but indirectly. Let me explain. It dates back to Egypt, Pompeii, and Arabian civilizations that used graffiti and carvings on walls to advertise their products and services.
So that was like the modern day banner ad.
Exactly. And the oldest form of advertising is the one that so many businesses still rely so heavily on.
I don't need advertising. Word of mouth works well for me.
That is a form of advertising, genius, and it's the oldest one.
Are you trying to tell me that it doesn't work? Because I get heaps of referrals.
I'm not saying word of mouth is outdated. By all means, people still suggest the best places to eat, drink, sleep, have fun, get things fixed that are broken. It's just crazy to rely on it for all your advertising.
Well, it's been working just fine for me.
Advertising has changed completely from a time when you could just get away with word of mouth. Since the emergence of the internet and the popularity of social medias and search engines like Facebook and Google, consumers have really been able to expand their research period before actually buying a product or service.
So what? They can research before they buy? That's normal.
If they're looking up things about a product or service, it needs to be there. It needs to be where their audience is searching for it. I've already stated that advertising is a form of communication used to persuade an audience to take an action. But think of it as communication in real life, talking and physically being there in front of someone. It's not always verbal. There's non-verbal communication as well, how you present yourself as well as body language. 81% of shoppers conduct research before they buy, and 70% ask for a second opinion before they purchase.
Which is where word of mouth comes in, right?
Kind of. With search engines and social medias getting quite popular in the late 90s, where do people go for their second opinions and their research now?
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
People look on Google and Facebook mostly, so it really doesn't make sense when a business doesn't have a website or a Facebook page. Imagine your friend tells you about this fantastic restaurant and they give you the name so you can do some research about it. And there's nothing about it on Google?
Yeah, that would look a bit dodgy. And how are you supposed to call them and find out what's on the menu or book a table?
The non-verbal communication of looking professional and just being there, being seen as a real business, isn't there if you're not. And that includes your online presence.
Alright, that makes sense. So I need to be online to communicate with my audience. Got it.
Okay, now we've got that out of the way. Let's talk about the buying process. People see your product or service once and you have this nice big call to action that says, buy now. And they click that and they buy it right then and there, right?
Wrong, obviously.
Anyone that's tried to sell their product or service before will know that most of the time people don't buy straight away. Most of the time they're just looking, finding out about what you do, researching, becoming aware of your product and service.
So is the call to action as important as before? Can awareness be better than action or persuasion?
The call to action for online advertising has changed from just a buy now button to include the upsell option of liking and subscribing to watch more and sharing it with your friends.
This allows for a viral option if it's marketed right.
We see our Facebook feeds full of funny videos, pictures, quotes, and the occasional petition and business video, which we only see because of the interest from a friend.
That interest can make a post viral, help advertise a business or idea, and gain the support of others.
It's become more important to make people laugh or become viral than it has to actually sell your product or service. Ads have to be fun or interesting. Otherwise, people will skip them in the multiple ways that are possible.
A YouTube ad can generally be skipped after 5 seconds. Facebook ads can be ignored and they can always exit out of your website.
Today's consumers are aware of advertising, whether it's in front of the video they're watching, between songs on the radio, or even in the movies they're watching through product placement.
So you have to be engaging, otherwise you'll just get skipped or ignored.
And today's advertising has to be done using all forms of media, so multiple social media sites and word of mouth, so that you get the people on social media and those that aren't.
without solely relying on word of mouth.
Viral advertising has taken over the marketplace. So your ads need to be shareable and fun, funny, or engaging. Think about the Super Bowl ads. They're basically a competition to see who can get noticed the most and who can get the most amount of people talking about it. So from buying to acknowledging you exist, the advertising you do aims at getting the right people to notice and take action, even if that action is just watching a funny video or sharing something with their network. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave any comments down below and share this video with your friends. If you have anything you want to hear our opinion on, feel free to send an email to info@buildersprofits.com or leave it in the comments below. And be sure to tune in next week for the next episode. See you there.